so good day, future educators. Do you want to ace your exam? If yes, then let's start our review about stylistics and discourse. But before that, let us have a quotation about Zig Ziglar. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So class, this quote emphasizes the importance of taking actions and starting something even if you don't feel fully prepared or confident. So it's a great reminder that progress and improvement came from taking the first step and continuing to work towards your goals. And for the general instructions, this exam is consisted of 10 items, multiple choice. Hence, kindly choose the best answer in order to get a 50% chance of getting the correct answer. Eliminate 2 distractors among of the 4 options. And S stands for stay calm and focus in order to analyze the questions carefully. And lastly, T represents as trust Almighty and yourself. Okay? So we have BEST. Best answer, eliminate 2 distractors among of the options, stay calm and focus, and trust in Almighty and yourself. So, future educators, are you ready to have some review about stylistics and discourse? Alright, that's great to hear. Now, let us have the number 1. What is the primary focus of stylistics? A. Studying language structure. B. Analyzing literary devices. C. Examining language use in context. And letter D. Understanding language acquisition. Now you only have 10 seconds to answer the first item. Your time starts now. Alright, so for the correct answer, we have letter C. Examining language use in context. So as for the explanation, stylistics focuses on how language is used in context to create meaning and effect. It is concerned with the way language is used in different contexts, including literary and non-literary text. So first, when we say literary text, those can be read from the top up to the bottom, like novels, poems, poetry, and like the non-literary texts, those are infographic texts like bar graph, pie graph. So yeah, as for the incorrect answers, we have letter A, studying language structure. This is more related to linguistics, which examines the underlying structure of language. And as for the letter B, analyzing literary devices, while stylistics may touch on literary devices, its primary focus is on language use in context. And lastly, for the letter D, understanding language acquisition. This is related to language learning and development, not stylistics. Alright, for the number 2, this refers to a grammatical framework that grew out of the analysis of spoken and written linguistic discourse. What is being referred to? A. Unity of structure. B. Grammar structure. C. Discourse grammar. And D. Critical discourse. Your time starts now. Alright, so the correct answer is letter C, discourse grammar, because it is a framework analyzing language use beyond sentence level, examining structure and function in spoken and written discourse. Alright, so for as incorrect options, we have letter A, unity of structure refers to cohesion or coherence, not a specific discourse analysis framework. Yeah. And as for the letter B, grammar structure, broad term for language rules, not specific to discourse analysis. And letter D, critical discourse, analyzes language in relation to power, ideology, or a specific approach within discourse analysis. And yeah, let us have number 3. Mental reaction represent the experience or emotions of the participants. Which of the following is the best example of mental reaction? A. The reporter realized the interviewee was drunk. B. I love going to gigs. C. I saw her standing across the street. Or letter D. The minister announced to Parliament. So you have only 10 seconds to answer the question. Alright, so for the correct answer, it is letter B. I love going to gigs because the verb love refers to the preference of liking, as it was asking for the mental reaction. Okay, so as for the incorrect answers, A. The reporter realized the interviewee was drunk referred to mental cognition, as it represents the thinking, knowing, reasoning, remembering, and understanding, cognitive. So we can conclude the clue realize. Okay? For the letter B, I saw her standing across the street denotes mental perception because it represents the experience of senses, specifically seeing, right? Right, for the letter D, the minister announced to Parliament is a type of verbalization process as it describes the process of saying. Okay, for the item number 4, which figure of speech is exemplified in the phrase rare and radiant maiden from Edgar Allan Poe's poem The Raven? A. Metaphor. B. Simile. C. Alliteration. And D. Personification. You only have 10 seconds to answer the item. Alright, so for the correct answer, we have letter C, alliteration, because the repetition of the R sound in rare and radiant is an example of alliteration, a figure of speech that repeats initial consonant sounds for emphasis or effect. As for the incorrect answer, A. Metaphor, comparison between two unlike things, not applicable here. And for the letter B, simile, comparison using like or as. So as we can see, it's not evident in the phrase, in the given phrase. And for the letter C, for the letter D, personification, it is attributing human qualities to non-human entities. So technically it's not relevant to the given frame. Alright, so for the item number 5, and far away in the middle of the fields, I call loud softly in answer. What sense image is used in the excerpt from Argilas, How My Brother Leon Brought Home Alive? A. Visual. B. Olfactory. C. Tactile. D. Auditory. Your time starts now. Alright, so for the correct answer, we have letter D, auditory. So the phrase call loud softly appeals to the sense of hearing, creating a sound image. And as for the incorrect answer, we have letter A, visual. It relates to the sight, not prominent in this excerpt. And as for the letter B, olfactory, relates to the smell and not even mention anything. And for the letter C, tactile, relates to touch, not present on the given phrase. So the sound of the cow lowing creates an auditory image. So in the context of the sentence, loud softly refers to the gentle sound a cow makes. Loud is the verb describing the cow's mooing sound. and softly describes the gentle or quiet nature of that sound. So in this case, class, the phrase load softly creates a peaceful and serene atmosphere, suggesting a calm rural setting. But yeah, the phrase ikaw load softly appeals to the sense of hearing, which falls under letter D, auditory. Alright, so let us move on to number 6. The following are examples of material process subcategories wherein something is done or happens. Which choices refer to material action supervention that action is beyond your control? A. The skater fall over. B. The protest shut down roads and public transport in the area. Or letter C. Sammy clutched the stick. And letter D, Olga kicked the ball. You only have 10 seconds to answer the number 6 item. Cut. Alright, so the correct answer is letter A. The skater fell over. So this option implies an event happening to the skater, possibly beyond the control of the skater, like an accident or loss of balance. So we can consider it as a material action supervention because it denotes unintentional actions of conscious being. And as for the incorrect options, we have letter B, the protest shut down roads and public transport in the area. This describes an event impact, but the protest itself is a deliberate action. With that, it's a material action event due to protest. And as for letter C, Sammy clutched the stick. Sammy is performing a deliberate action which fall under the material action intention, same as with letter D, Olga kicked the ball. Alright, so for number 7, a little green snake slithered languidly into the tall grass a few yards from the calamansi tree. What does the snake symbolize in the love corn husk? A. Betrayal. B. Temptation. C. Distrust. And D. Lust. Your time starts now. Alright, so for the correct answer, we have letter B, temptation. So in the context of love in the corn husk, the snake often symbolizes temptation or seduction. So snakes can represent hidden dangers or forbidden desires, fitting the themes of attraction and temptation in the story. So as for the incorrect options, we have letter A, betrayal, typically associated with deceit or disloyalty, not directly linked to the snakes in this context. And letter C, distrust, could be related to fear or suspicion, not the primary symbolism here. And as for the D, lust, while possible temptation fits more broadly, encompassing desire and others. So all in all, the snake's presence suggests a subtle potential dangerous allure, which is fall under the letter B, temptation. Alright, so as for the number 8, what figure of speech is used in this line from Alvarez's poem? Could gods refuse such tempting wine? A. Apostrophe. B. Rhetorical question. C. Allusion. D. Metaphor. Your time starts now. The correct answer is letter B, rhetorical question. So the question, could gods refuse such tempting wine, is asked not to elicit a direct answer but to emphasize the irresistible nature of the wine, making it a rhetorical device. So letter A, apostrophe, is incorrect answer, addressing an absent person or abstract idea, not directly applicable here. And as for the letter C, allusion, it refers to a well-known person, place, event, or work, and which is not evident in this line. And as for the letter D, Metaphor, it is comparison between two unlike things. Not the primary figure used. So all in all, the rhetorical question emphasized the wine cellar. Alright, so for the number 9. The following are kinds of metrical foot except A. Ictus, B. Yumb, C. Tricky, D. Anafixed. Your time starts now. Alright, so for the correct answer is letter A, ictus, because it refers to the stressed syllable or the strongest syllable in a metrical foot, rather than a type of a metrical foot itself. So basically, class, ictus is a crucial concept in poetry and meter, but it's not a specific type of foot. So the other options are in the types of metrical foot, like yum, tricky, and anatis. As for the iyam, an iyam is a metrical foot consisting of an stressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable, didam. Okay? For the letter C, tricky is a metrical foot consisting of stressed syllable followed by an unstressed syllable, dumpty. Dumpty. Okay? And for the letter D, anapist is a metrical foot consisting of two unstressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable, dididum. Alright, so in summary, ictus is not a type of metrical foot, while the other option, iyam, tricky, and anapist are all specific type of metrical foot used in poetry. Alright, so as for number 10, what type of metrical foot consists of an unstressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable? A. Yumb, B. Tricky, C. Dactylic, D. Anapist. Your time starts now. Alright, so the correct answer is letter A. Unstressed syllable followed by stressed syllable, didum. And for the incorrect options, tricky, it is a stressed syllable followed by an unstressed syllable, dumpty. And for the dactylic, stressed syllable followed by two unstressed syllables, dididum. And for the anapist, two unstressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable. So class, the iambic foot matches the description. So I hope you learned a lot for today's review about stylistics and discourse analysis. I am rooting to all of us to be successful. Anyway, congratulations in advance. Be the best version of yourself and make yourself proud. Padayon future educators, I am Miss Hyacinth Trinidad at your service. Bye!